Hi everyone! Today I'm very happy and excited to share with you this Halloween box card featuring some Lawn Fun supplies, including the Spooky Village stamp set. This card is part of the 31 Days of Halloween Spooktacular video hop that is organized by Marissa from Witchery Crafting and Katie from Hook, Line and Inker. I will tell you more about that video hop later. This card was inspired by a Winter Village box card I made last year. You can click on the top right corner link to check it out. And I thought it would be fun to adapt it to a Spooky Village box card, and I hope you'll like it. So I first started by cutting 2 scallop box card bases out of ground coffee cardstock. I wanted to give my box a different look compared to my winter box card from last year, so I simply cut 3 of the 4 flaps to keep the back flap only. Next I folded the tabs and lines, except for the one with the flap. It will be the back of my card, so I needed it to stay straight. To give some texture to my card base, I applied a little bit of ground espresso distress ink on the outside edges of those pieces. I cut rectangles and squares out of a yellow paper from the Spiffy Speckles paper pack and applied vintage photo distress ink on the edges to get a worn-out look. I also splattered drops of vintage photo distress ink on the edges of those yellow pieces and attached them to the box card bases. To ground my characters on the outside of my box, I cut 4 wavy borders out of Bristol cardstock that I colored using peeled paint and forest moss distress inks. I first applied peeled paint all over the border, and next I created shadows using forest moss. And then I stuck those elements down to the card base. Next I cut 5 insert pieces out of ground espresso cardstock. I applied double-sided tape on the tabs. I folded the tabs, and then I attached one side of those insert pieces on the left panel inside this card base. I made sure the tabs were sticking well using my bone folder. And then I applied double-sided tape on the tabs of my card bases. I attached those 2 pieces together. I aligned the 5 insert pieces and removed the back of the tape on the remaining tabs, and folded the box to stick those tabs inside the box. And finally, I attached the last tab to definitely close and form the box card. All my images were stamped on white cardstock using jet black ink and colored using my alcohol markers. So about this Halloween video hop, each day of October, crafters and card makers will share Halloween projects. And to be in the drawing for the prize pack at the end of the month, please comment once on each video all month long. You will find the link to the main page below the video, so make sure to check this page to comment on each video. When everything was colored, I cut the images using the coordinating dies, and I cut and colored more wavy borders that I attached on the back flap of my card as well as on each insert piece. And then I finally started attaching the images. My winter box card from last year had a string of lights, so I recreated one using tiny pumpkins, and I think it will be the perfect final touch to my spooky village. And this is the final result. These little guys are ready to go trick-or-treating, and they're about to enter this spooky village, greeted by this pumpkin string. Don't forget to comment under the video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!